Welcome to the Know, one channel for scary stories, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. It's a chilling tale that will send shivers down your spine, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and like to stay updated on all our terrifying tales. Our story begins with a young woman who's driving down a desolate road. Her car suddenly breaks down, leaving her stranded in the middle of nowhere. Just when she starts to panic, she sees a faint light at the end of the lane. Thinking it might be a house, she walks towards it, hoping to find help. But as she approaches, she realizes that there's no one there. Then she turns around and sees the most horrifying sight imaginable. Standing at the end of the lane is a figure with a face that's completely hollow, as if someone had scooped out its eyes, nose, and mouth. With nowhere else to go, she tries to make a call, but her phone signal is dead. The figure begins to walk towards her, slow but steady, its hollow eyes locked onto her. She turns and runs, but the figure keeps coming. She jumps into her car and tries to start it, but it won't turn over. The figure is now standing right in front of her, and she can feel its hot, fetid breath on her neck. She looks up and screams as it opens its mouth to reveal nothing but darkness. Just when she thinks all hope is lost, a voice suddenly erupts from the car radio. "Welcome to Shadow Lane. You'll never leave." The car sputters and then roars to life. She slams her foot on the accelerator and drives away as fast as she can. But as she glances in her rearview mirror, she sees the horrifying figure from before, standing at the end of the lane, slowly walking down the road, never stopping. She drives on, shaken to her core, wondering if she ever escaped the clutches of Shadow Lane and its terrifying guardian. Will she make it out alive? Or will she become another victim of the lane's sinister grasp? What do you think happened next? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more terrifying tales like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like to stay updated on all our terrifying tales. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Demon Colony. It's where your nightmares begin. Welcome to Demon Colony, where the darkness is alive and the shadows hold secrets that will make you question your deepest fears. I'm your host, here to guide you through tales that will haunt your nightmares and leave you questioning the sanity of those who dare to listen. Tonight, we delve into the eerie, the spine-chilling, the terrifying. So if you're brave enough, or maybe foolish enough, to enter the realm where darkness reigns, then sit tight and prepare to be captivated by these chilling stories that will leave you questioning the nature of reality itself. Late one night, a man was awoken in his bed by what sounded like footsteps pacing back and forth in the hallway outside his bedroom. At first, he thought it was his wife, but then he realized she was sleeping soundly beside him. As the pacing continued, he carefully got out of bed, crept to the door, and peered out into the dark hallway. He could see that all the other doors in the house were closed, and the windows were latched. But as he strained to listen, the footsteps stopped. Just then, he noticed a piece of paper lying at the end of the hall. He picked it up and it read, "I'm already in your bed." Puzzled and a little unnerved, he returned to his bedroom to find his wife still sleeping peacefully. The thought of who or what could be prowling around the house sent shivers down his spine. As he lay back down, he couldn't help but feel a sudden chill, even though the room was warm. The pacing began again, this time closer to his bedroom. He heard the distinct sound of footsteps right outside his door. Suddenly, the doorknob began to turn slowly. He watched in horror as the door creaked open, revealing nothing but darkness. Then he heard a whisper, raspy and cold. "You're not alone." A terrifying realization dawned on him. The footsteps, the note, the open door, it wasn't a person. It was something that had been with him all along, something that could never leave. He stumbled back, knocking over a lamp in his haste. As he turned to flee, he saw it in the mirror, the reflection of his house, the windows, even the puddles in the street. It was in every reflective surface, a grotesque mockery of his own shadow, a tangible manifestation of his deepest fears. And as the creature advanced, its form growing larger and more menacing by the second, he knew he couldn't outrun it. He ran outside, desperate to escape its clutches. But as he looked back, he saw the shadow following him, growing longer and darker, consuming him whole. If you enjoyed this terrifying tale, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Demon Colony for more spine-chilling stories. If you dare, share this video with a friend and let the terror consume them too. Until next time, may the darkness be with you. This is the host. And today, I will be reading you a story from our subscribers. This one comes from a user. So let's begin. A woman stood in front of a full-length mirror in her bedroom, brushing her long silky hair. As she did, she glanced up at her reflection and smiled. But the smile wasn't mirrored. In fact, her reflection was still as she turned away from it to continue brushing her hair. A chill ran down her spine. She turned back and stared at the mirror. Her reflection was still there, but now it was doing the exact same thing she was, except it was smirking. As she slowly reached out a hand toward her reflection, it did the same, except its hand was slightly translucent, like a ghost's. She jerked her hand back as if burned and stumbled away from the mirror, tripping over her own feet. Panic surged through her. What was happening? Was she going crazy? She turned away, trying to calm herself. But the image in the mirror was still there. It was still smirking. Then it did something even more sinister, began to laugh, a low, guttural sound that sent shivers down her spine. She forced herself to turn back. The reflection was still there, leaning closer to the glass. And as it did, she could see its lips moving. It was whispering, its voice a raspy hiss. "You're mine now," she screamed and turned to run. But as she did, she saw the reflection. It was still there, grinning from ear to ear. When she finally dared to look back, it was no longer moving. It had become still as a statue, yet it was still smiling. As she continued to stare at it, she realized with a jolt that she couldn't move either. She was trapped in the mirror. The image in the glass was no longer a reflection. It was something else, something sinister, something that was now a part of her. And with that, the last thing she saw before everything went black was the distorted figure in the mirror reaching out to her, its smile widening. That was the end of the story. And if you like this story, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more disturbing tales like this. We have a lot more where this came from. Till next time, sleep tight or don't, because nightmares are always waiting for us in the shadows.